Our newspaper headlines this morning, we have news for you from The Sun, Punch, Vanguard, Nation, and Alausa Alert. Beginning with The Sun newspaper, applicants to get approved passports by mail soon, NIS. The Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, Wuraola Adeboju, has assured Nigerian passport applicants that better days are ahead with her innovative drives. The CG, who was on tour of passport offices in Lagos yesterday, said applicants would no longer visit passport offices more than once in their lifetime because with the new innovation of the service, once applicants are able to key into the automated system, they don't need to come physically for renewal of passports. Plateau attacks. Onaja urges review of tactical operations by security agencies. The former military governor of Plateau State, General Lawrence Onaja, has called for the review of tactical operations by security agencies in Plateau State and other Middle Belt states to end the circle of killings in the region. He noted that Plateau State, among other Middle Belt states in the country, has continued to suffer from injustice and operations by bandits, a situation that requires regular review of the operational tactics used by security agencies by being more proactive in handling the attacks using intelligence and early warning indications. Moving on to the Punch newspaper, motorists violating zebra crossing risk 20,000 naira fine, LASMA. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority on Monday said motorists in the state who violate zebra crossing signs will pay a fine of 20,000 naira if caught. A zebra crossing is a crosswalk marked by a series of broad white stripes over black to indicate a crossing point at which pedestrians have the right of way and where motorists are expected to stop for pedestrians to cross. Rivers NSCDC destroys 4 illegal oil refining sites. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps said its men destroyed 4 illegal oil refining sites in Kothome Channel 1 in Degema local government area of Rivers State. The Corps said suspected oil thieves had vandalized facilities including pipes belonging to Sahara Oil, thereby siphoning the crude with the intent to establish an illegal refining site. CBN may raise bank's capital base to 900 billion naira, report. A new report has projected that the Central Bank of Nigeria may ask commercial banks with international banking license to raise their capital base to over 900 billion naira. This came a few months after the Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Olayemi Cardoso said the Apex Bank would be asking lenders to raise more capital in order to support the federal government's vision to grow the economy to $1 trillion. Makinde presents explosion report to Tinubu. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde on Monday said he had presented the report of last Tuesday's explosion at Dejo Oyelese Street, Adeyi Avenue, Bodija, Ibadan to President Bola Tinubu. This was as the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Agadumo, led a delegation of the federal government for an on-the-spot assessment of the site of the explosion. Canada to reduce admission slots for Nigerian students, others. The Canadian government is set to impose a national cap to reduce the intake of international students into the country. According to the country's immigration minister, Mark Miller, during an interview on Sunday, the Canadian government will need to have a meeting with provincial governments to make sure that the provinces that have not been doing their jobs actually rein in those numbers on a pure volume basis. Moving on to the Vanguard, rumpus over relocation of federal agencies to Lagos. Outrage yesterday trailed Northern Senators' position on the relocation of federal agencies to Lagos from Abuja. The senators had, aside from expressing angst against relocation of the agencies, also protested what they described as lopsided allocation between the North and South in the 2024 budget, arguing that the development was designed to further underdevelop the North. And from the Nation newspaper, federal government explains how students will access loans. The process for accessing the student loan program of the federal government will be seamless, officials said yesterday. According to them, there will be no human contact. Everyone or everything will be automated, they said. Courts voids Rivers 800 billion naira 2024 budget. A federal high court in Abuja yesterday nullified the passage of Rivers State's 800 billion naira 2024 budget by 5 members of the House of Assembly. The court described the bill's passage by the 5 lawmakers led by Ehie Edison as an aberration and illegality. It consequently ordered Governor Siminalayi Fubara to represent the budget to the Martins Amewule-led Assembly. I'll take from Alausa Alert, stakeholders meet on restorative justice. In commemoration of the Restorative Justice Week in 2023, stakeholders have met in Lagos to discuss the subject, restoring dialogue, solidarity and justice in today's societies. The meeting, a brainchild of the Ministry of Justice in collaboration with the Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption, a program of the European Union International Institute of Democracy and Electoral Assistance. So you can pick up a copy of any of the dailies or go online to read more. Also, interact with us via our social media platforms: X Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel Traffic Radio 961 and follow me across social media at Dele Agadumo.